Good morning, my buzzing babies. Hey, y'all. Give me a second to heat up my coffee. Hey, y'all. So, excuse my nip state. It's cold in here. Anyways, I really could have put on some clothes, but y'all, I don't care enough to. I live in robes around my house, so y'all just gonna have to deal with me being in my robe. But listen, that's not why I came here. Fuck it. Anyways, guys, so I wanted to just pop in. By the way, I love seeing myself in black and white. It gives me classic, timeless beauty. Because I'm a fan of my cheekbones and my facial structure. I think it comes across really, really timeless and classic and black and white. But anyways, I just wanted to explain why I'm always talking to you guys in black and white, because I just like the vintage look for myself. Anyways, y'all, I'm here this morning because every morning I wake up, I have at least one new subscriber. And I can't really say every morning. It's really just been for the past few weeks that I've been consistently posting. I at least gain a subscriber a day. In 9 days, I have gained about nine or 10 new subscribers, and I am grateful for you guys being here. And to show my gratitude this morning, I wanted to give a message for my subscribers. This is not something that I typically do, like collective messages. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find something to prop this up on over here where the lighting is good. Good enough. All right. I wanted to come to you guys, and I was praying this morning like I do every morning, especially on Sundays, because Sundays is when I do prayers, especially for other people. So actually, this is a great point. You guys, I always dedicate my Sundays to doing prayers and spiritual warfare and things like that for other people around me, people in my life. That's when I really pray for the healing and uplifting for other people. So with that being said, I don't mind praying for you for free. My prayers work. You know, my prayers are very potent, especially when I pray for others. I always fight with God about the way they show up, the way the spirits show up when I call them on behalf of others. They always show up. I don't be seeing them like that when I pray for myself, but I rely on other people to pray for me because they show up quickly when I pray for y'all. So with that being said, if you are going through anything in your life and you just want somebody to, this is a term that they used to say in church, touch and agree with you. If you just feel like I need somebody genuine who will actually pray for me, you go online and then you say, hey, people, send your prayers, such and such, and people will comment and say, prayers, sending love, sending prayers. I ain't one of them. I take everybody's name, I write it down, I write down their petition so I can remember, and writing it down so that I can hold the spirits accountable because it's written down. And then I go through it and then I literally pray. So please, if you are ever in need, even if you just want somebody to remember your name when they're praying and just say my name to your spirits when you're praying, I will. Never hesitate to put in any of the comments on any of my videos what you need from me, if it's just a simple prayer. Now, if you need me to do a little extra something, then you have to book a consultation and we talk. But just prayers, I don't mind doing those for you guys, and I do them every Sunday. So, and if you don't want it to be put out in the comments, email me, beyondtheveiladina@gmail.com. You can email me and we can keep it confidential. But if you're just like, girl, I'm going through something and I just need somebody to pray for me, I will say less. We can get on the phone and we can do it right now. So that's that. But also, I woke up and I checked my notifications on all of my social medias and all of that, my emails, and I saw that I had a new a new subscriber before I went to bed last night. I had a new subscriber when I woke up this morning. Hey y'all, it's Dina. Adina Shavara. And I want you guys to feel seen here. I want you guys to know that I see you. You're watching me and I'm watching you back. So we are watching each other. So I also want you guys to know that I am not just a card reader. I am very, very, very cognizant when people are pulling on my energy, when I have new people pulling on my energy. I have always been in the closet spiritual worker, a word of mouth spiritual worker, meaning I never really put myself out there. You had to know me or know somebody who knew me in order to be able to find out about my spiritual services. And I had to do that because I didn't feel comfortable being seen and being criticized. So, but that's different now. So now that I'm out in the open and I've put myself out there and I'm gaining subscribers, y'all, I ain't nobody yet. I only have 239 subscribers, and compared to other people on YouTube, that's nobody. But to me, that's a lot of people that I feel like are subscribed to me. That means you guys didn't just watch my video one time or one of my videos one time and go away. You watched my video and you decided that you would like to continue seeing my content. You are subscribed to my energy. Everything is energy. So you guys are plugged in. It's just like you are the plug and I'm the outlet, and you guys have literally plugged into me. And now you guys are connected to my electric currents. And I'm very aware when my currents are being outsourced, when they're being, sent in different directions. So I wanted to wake up this morning and make sure that my subscribers feel seen and they feel loved, and that they know that this is not a one-way relationship. This is reciprocal. I'm a Libra. I'm a relationship girl, and it will always be fair, balanced, and reciprocal to me. Whatever you guys pour into me is what I pour back into you. And so with that being said, the message for my subscribers that I asked God, I went this morning and then I spoke to my spirits and I said, okay, good morning, Courts. I'm sorry, T-Mobile is messaging me. I don't want to talk business right now, T-Mobile. I said, okay, Courts, I approached you this morning because I would like to send a message to my subscribers. I'm not a collective girl, so you guys will never see me do collective readings, zodiac stuff. That's not my thing. But I did want to say, okay, give me something to tell my subscribers, to pour into them. Because I don't want this just to be about the readings that I do on celebrities and other stuff. I do that because you guys like it. And it brings you guys in, and it kind of shows off what I can do. And the message that I received for you guys was, confidence is your key to success. And I thought, okay, well, that's cute. But what about it? Let's elaborate on that message for them to round it out and then make it more practical. So when confidence is your key to success. It's enough on its own without me having to elaborate, and it's actually a good message for myself. coming here and putting myself out in the open for the public constantly to be criticized and to be judged, or, whether for the good or for the bad. Either way, I put myself out there, and I consciously am aware that, I'm just putting myself out there for people to critique. And that's fine, because it's my job to make sure that I'm spiritually and mentally protected against any negativity that comes my way. But confidence is your key to success. For me, that means waking up first thing in the morning while I'm having my coffee, right after I brush my teeth and took a shower, and then hopping right on here with you guys, and not letting my subconscious insecurities about myself get in the way of putting myself out there. That is confidence being my key to success. Confidently putting myself out in the open, and you guys being receptive to that. That is a version of success for me. Whatever your version of success is for you, if you have been teeter-tottering, being wishy-washy, or being afraid to actually go after what it is you want, Spirit says shoot your shot. Now, that being said, when I elaborated, I did get a message that somebody may be watching me that may be checking for me, like on a romantic tip. I did. And I won't say like a relationship tip. You guys don't know me. I don't think that this person who's watching me is watching me because they just want to hop in and be my boyfriend. But, my spirits are going to show me things that I need to know. And I actually saw this yesterday. Actually, it came up yesterday, but it wasn't like it's one of your subscribers. I didn't see that, but I did see that there is somebody that may be crushing on Dina Ding Ding. And I don't blame you. I don't think you're the only one, because it's the goddess. But there may be somebody that I actually may be willing to be interested in watching me. And I don't want to harp on too much of that, because this isn't a love site, but I felt the need my spirits felt the need for me to call this out publicly, because you too are teeter-tottering on the sidelines, afraid to shoot your shot. And try it. You never know. You never know how I might react. Now, this does not mean everybody. There is somebody specifically who this message is for, and I actually have an idea of who this person is, because it's somebody that I already know. Now, if you have already shot your shot, and you have not, like you have physically shot your shot, you didn't beat around the bush, but you literally shot your shot and you didn't get anywhere with me, don't do it again, sorry. But if you shot your shot and it didn't land you anywhere, that was for a reason. And it's probably me, not you. But if you have been knowing me, because it seems like this is someone that I may be familiar with already. If you've been knowing me and you've been communicating with me on a business tip or just being social, and you've been kind of shy or unsure about whether you should, just try it. Because a lot of people think I'm unapproachable and things like that, but and kind of I am. But if this is the person who I think it is, come on, baby. Come on. I've been waiting on you. And if you tarry too long, I might lose interest, because I'm a Libra. So shoot your shot. Confidence is your key to success. And that's that. If this is what I think it is, and I'm almost embarrassed to say this because I could be wrong. Spirit could have just been like, no, we wasn't telling you that. But confidence is your key to success in any area of life. You never know what may happen once you put yourself out there. I always looked at my channel before I start consistently doing readings on here. And I was just like, this isn't worth it for me. Nobody's watching me. Nobody hears me. And it's too much work trying to get new subscribers. It takes too long and I don't have the patience and I just don't care. And then I get frustrated because it's just like, nobody's watching me and I'm good. I'm good. And I got to the point where I wanted to expand my network. I wanted to be able to take in more clients, and I wanted to expand my business this way, or my services this way. And I was frustrated because it's just like, well, how come I can't? And it's like, my spirits was like, what do you want us to do? Girl, what do you want us to do? You're in a small town, for one. So you're already limited, and they're small-minded here. So you're extra limited. On top of that, you like to stay in your little broom closet. And you don't like to tell, you don't like to be seen. You don't like nobody to know what you do. You people got to find you word of mouth. And most of your clients and the people who work with you are out of the state. So what do you want us to do if you don't put yourself out there a little more? We can't help you if you don't help us. You got to get out of the closet. Get out. That's literally how my spirits were saying, because the same way I give my readings blunt 100 is the same way they talk to me. So I get checked too. And they were just like, girl, my old African ancestors, get out of here. Just get out of my face. That's literally what they were telling me. And I was tussling with my spirits every day, like, and I look up and they just sitting there like, I was fighting myself because it was just like, what do you want us to do, Adina? Be confident. Get out of this closet and be seen, so that we can bring people, so that we can bring people that support you or that believe in you. You say you ain't got nobody that supports you, nobody loves you, nobody this, nobody that, and all that crying, whining, pacifying you was doing. But what you gonna do? Because you don't like nobody to know what you're doing, because you're too scared of who you might offend in your family. You scared that you're going to have to face the difficult relationship that you have with your mama, because she don't like who you are spiritually. There, I said it. It's my mama. It was really her, because the way I grew up, and I've shared this with you guys before, some of the trauma that I experienced, it ripped my family apart at an early age. And the last thing that I wanted to do as a little girl was be me. Because being me, I felt, would have caused people to be like, it would have made me the black sheep. Very early on in my family, being me would have made me the black sheep. Little did I know, I was already kind of the weird one. I wasn't the black sheep because everybody likes me, but they always felt like I was, one of them said, we always knew you was something, we just didn't know what to call it. Because they can't say, okay, she's a prophet, she's this, because I don't stand in the pulpit and do this. So they don't want to call it that, and they don't want to call it we don't want to call her a witch and all that other stuff either. So they didn't know what to do with me except to just ignore it, pretend it wasn't there. And I was fine with that because it was pleasing everybody else around me. It was going with the flow. It was people pleasing, and it was, towing the line. It was assimilating to the culture within my family and within my community that I grew up in, because that was the safest thing for me to do, because ruffling any feathers would have caused me to have to assert myself and stand in myself, and it would have caused other people to stand in themselves, and then it would have just been like, okay, well, it is what it is. Bye. I just got a new subscriber. Hey, L Boogie. Look, perfect timing. Hey, L Boogie. I'm Dina. Hi. I'm Dina. Hi. I want to say you're in the right place or the wrong place, honey, because I'm crazy. I ain't your regular YouTube person. It's a vibe over here. But anyways, come on in. So like I was saying, I didn't want to ruffle feathers because I had lost so much as an 8-year-old. I had lost too much. I didn't want to lose my mom. I didn't want to lose my grandparents. I didn't want to lose my cousins. And my family is kind of cult-like. You believe what we believe, or you're the outcast. You're the black sheep. There is no, I respect your beliefs and you respect mine and we can get along. It's not like that. And I just, growing up, I didn't feel comfortable asserting myself or standing in my own confidence because I wasn't confident. I didn't grow up being fostered in confidence. I didn't grow up with people nurturing confidence within me. So I had to learn confidence on my own through pushing myself out of my own comfort zones, which is what I'm doing with you guys, which is what I'm doing right now. Everybody knows that I'm a very private person. But here I am being vulnerable for 240 people who don't know me. And that scares the shit out of me because I feel like if anybody comes for me, we can fight. We can fight and I'm going to win because I'm crazy. But being mature and being in the position to be seen and putting yourself out there willingly, because ain't nobody asked for me. I forced myself on you guys. You can't fight everybody who don't like you, Dina. And you can't be afraid to stand in your truth, to stand in your pain. Even if everybody that you tried so hard to hold on to for so long pulls away from you, maybe, just maybe, it's time to let them go because they served you growing up. You felt like you needed them to survive growing up, fine, but you're grown now. You don't need them. This is you. You got a whole new tribe. For every 2 people, 5 people that you feel like you lost, and in the past few weeks, I feel like I have had to draw the line with 3 people in my life, whether they even know it or not. A line is drawn, and they'll know it eventually. But for those few people, because it's only a handful, you have 240 people who are plugged in to your outlet, who chose to be plugged in to your electric current. They like it. It powers them up. So they plug themselves into you by subscribing to you. Fuck the other side, even if they're your family, even if they're your friends, because if they loved you, would they reject you because your beliefs don't align with them? Would they reject you and hold themselves in a self-righteous position over you just because their understanding isn't your understanding? Is it really love that I have been holding on to, or is it codependency? The people that love you don't require you to be what they want you to be. Their perception may be limited and they want to limit you when God has said, thank you for allowing me to show you who I am without putting me in a box. So don't allow other people to put you in a box because you're bigger than the box that they put you in. Let them have their limited perceptions. God said I'm bigger than what they think they know of me. They think they got a hold on me. But I will continue to show myself generation after generation because You will never fail. You will never run out of opportunities to learn me. I am God. What makes you think that in your lifetime you sat in one belief and they taught you all there is to know about me? The difference with me, though, is that when I was a child and I said, God, okay, show me you so that I can know who I am. Show me who you are. Show me how you see me. This is what I was saying to God when I was a child. Show me through your eyes. That's that seventh house in Scorpio. Being transformed through relationships. The seventh house is right across from the first house. So seeing yourself through the lens of others, seeing yourself through your relationships with people. That's me. I said, God, I would like to understand who I am from how you see me. And God said, okay, now I got to bring you into me. I got to bring you closer to me so that you can see your reflection in me. And that's what my life has been. And other people around me growing up, you don't really have a lot of choices. Not everybody is given free will in their childhood to choose their belief systems. Most of us, our parents chose that, and our parents were the gods that shaped and molded us. And we saw ourselves through the lens of our parents. But what I saw in my parents of myself, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It wasn't indicative of what I had already saw of myself and God. And so I had to be confident enough to stand in my own power and my own juju, no matter who it offended, and no matter who I didn't like it. And I had to trust God on this and say, I'm just going to follow where you take me. And I pray that when I look up, I'm not completely alone. I don't mind being by myself. I've always kind of been a loner. Even in a crowded room, I can still feel alone. I spend a lot of time by myself. I don't need to be around a bunch of people. I don't need a bunch of relationships all the time. Like I said before, I've been single for 5 years since my separation, and that's by choice. People try to holler, I shoo them down. People try to, I shoo them down because this is the Holy of Holies. You got to be consecrated and initiated to come up in here. So I'm not for everybody, and everybody isn't for me. But you guys are the tribe that I gained when I decided to stand in my own self and be confident. And that brought me success. My confidence brought me you. You, my subscribers. I have 2 MC subscribers. MC-L something, and then I have a regular MC, Sandra Mackey, Yosha Cole, my new subscriber, L Boogie, Natasha, my friend, and the one who supported me in being more consistent with my readings. And I'm sorry if I'm forgetting any other of you who have commented and interacted, but I see you. And I always shout you guys out by name so that you know I see you. You guys are the reward for me being confident in myself, for me being obedient, and for me trusting God enough to say, I may have lost who I spent the last 36 years of my life with, and I may not ever have another family. That was an unknown to me, but I trusted God. I did. It's blind faith. And you guys are the success of my confidence. It's you guys. You guys are my reward. I didn't even realize, because I was so busy looking at what I lost and who I lost, to think that it wasn't even a loss, because those people don't love me enough to love me outside of their understanding of things. You guys do, though. Y'all don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know my background. But you see something in me that you believe in. And you guys are God sent to me. Because I have lost relationships. My relationship with my mother will never be the same. Once I decided to, oh, there's Natasha messaging me. Y'all send my friend Natasha some love. The one whose house I do my readings at on the farm. Send her some love because she was down yesterday and in her feels. So please, if you love me, love Natasha. Those are her animals that you guys hear on my readings on the farm. So send some love to Natasha because she's sad. But you guys are my reward for my service to God. I have 240 people who are my new family. And that is why I woke up this morning with you all on my spirit, wanting my spirits, my spiritual court, to send you a message. And they said that confidence is your key to success. The same, oh, Natasha. Oh, sugar boo boo. I love you, Natasha. Take some of this energy. Take some of this energy from me and my subscribers and be wrapped up in it. Come see me if you need. You know I got you. But confidence is also your key to success. The same way that I'm showing you guys how it benefited me. Don't be afraid of who you lose in the process, and don't be afraid of how you think you being you is going to ruffle feathers. Shoot your shot in whatever endeavor it is in your life that you are thinking about, but you're nervous about and you're holding back on because you're afraid of something. I want to put my hands on your solar plexuses and send you guys some energy, some empowering energy. Let me send you my left hand. Some empowering energy to your solar plexuses so that you are filled with confidence in yourselves, so that you know, I just see on my clock it's 11:11, so that you know, even though my phone says 11:15, the stove says 11:11, so that's what I'm going to hold it to, so that you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and that when you were born, you were nourished from your umbilical cord, because there is a spiritual umbilical cord too that keeps us tethered to our body. That is where God nourishes you. Your mother nourished you from that place while you were in her womb. But outside of her womb, it is God who nourishes you through this area right here. Speaks through here, nourishes through here. And this is where you need to be empowered so that you are full and confident in yourself, in all your endeavors, so that you believe in your own inherent power, in your own inherent divinity. You are not born in sin. The only sin that you're born in is ignorance of your own divinity, because in this world, in this matrix, it's slavery that we're born into. It's slavery that we're born into, and we are cut off as soon as our umbilical cords are cut in this 3D realm. We are cut off from our divine identity, and then we become indoctrinated with societal rules, how you got to live in this world, in this matrix. And in this matrix, first thing you got to know is you're a slave. You are born in sin. You're a sinner, and you got to spend the rest of your life trying to get right with God. When we were cut off from God from birth, from here, the only sin that you were born in, ignorance of your inherit God body. God body. For those of you who know me personally, that's my business. That's my holistic healthcare company, God Body Holistics. Don't ask me for shit because I don't mass produce anymore. I started God Body Holistics for this actually. I was going to call Beyond the Veil God Body Holistics, but then COVID came, and then I end up advertising that as a gift to people through COVID. I wanted to give away some of my anxiety. That's what it's called, anxiety. It's a tea blend I made. And then it also is good for the respiratory system. And then the floodgates open, and people were like, well, what else you got? You got any more of that other stuff that you made for COVID? Because we don't want to get sick. What else you got to help us with COVID? And then I actually had to end up mass producing things and making COVID kits that I was making for people. I don't do that no more though, because that was never my intention. But your God body, mind, body, and soul, you are already divine. And that is the sin that you're born in, is this world, this 3D world. It's full of attacks on you and your divinity as soon as you come out of your mother's womb. That is the sin. And the struggle that we have throughout the rest of our lives and lifetimes, getting back to our God body, our knowledge of our divinity, which is why some of us come back here lifetime after lifetime until we start evolving ourselves out of the ignorance of the sin of ignorance and rise back into our know. That's how you free yourself from this matrix and this cycle of reincarnating back here to the same low state that we exist in this 3D realm. The only way is to come into knowledge of your own divinity. When we were cut off from God, God is not up in the sky waiting to crack the sky and come down and save you physically. You have to crack the sky yourself and reach up and reclaim your own divinity. God already has its house, its throne set up here and here, all in our body. We are the temple, absolutely. Don't let that be a fairy tale to you. Make that literal to you. Make that literal and understand how God works in you. And crack the skies, because this is the skies right here that you're waiting on God to crack for the rapture. The ones who are being raptured are the ones who understand that the heavens is here and God is here. And while we're born from our root, we've already worked our way up Jacob's ladder and peered up, because this is Jacob's ladder. This is Jacob's ladder, from our root chakra on up to the crown. And then we reach the top, our crown, when we're enlightened. That's why you see the glow in some paintings around people's head, because they've been enlightened. No more slavery mentalities. No more religious mindsets keeping us indoctrinated to thinking that God is outside of us. Okay? The Lion of the tribe of Judah is right here. Yes, we are having church this morning. The Lion of the tribe of Judah is right here. Your Savior comes right here when you are confident in yourself enough to say, I am the Messiah. I am the Messiah. But that only comes when you've worked your way already out of the sin of ignorance. And most people are still down there, honey, which is why they look at you as the Antichrist. Because they're literally the Antichrist. Demons masquerading in the guise of light. Isn't that what Satan in the Bible was supposed to be? The light bearer, but was really the antithesis to the Messiah, but was parading and masquerading as an angel of light. So think about all the people who walk around the earth calling themselves righteous, but persecuting people for seeking God in their own truth, in their own spirit and truth, crying out to God and saying, I don't care how you look. Show me, save me. And I won't put any restrictions on how you come to me. And then they're enlightened. And then you have a group of religious people. The demon, the devil, we are the righteous one. We are the righteous one. Look at all the atrocities that have happened under these righteous ones. Look at what goes on in the church. Because look at what the church did in their inception. The Crusades. I need you to study history and understand that even those parading as light beings can, even though they don't even know how they are being used to persecute truly enlightened people. This is my lesson that I've had to learn, and that I feel that today, with me being confident enough to say this to you all, my subscribers, knowing that my mama be sneaking and watching my channel. Me being confident enough to say this, knowing that she's probably watching, I have to speak my truth. Because I have been persecuted enough and been told enough that I have the spirit of darkness within me, and that I have walked away from God, and that I'm evil and a witch and worshiping Baphomet, and all the things that have been spoken into me that has crushed my spirit and made me not believe in myself. Even as an adult, it is at this moment right now that you guys are witnessing me stand up for myself. Right now. And I want you guys to do the same thing, because the message that I got from spirits this morning is that is your key to success. Be you unapologetically, because at the end of the day, I'm here for it. I love you. And what else matters? What else matters? My love is like, whoa. And if I love you, then you've got a legion behind you. And I do love you. All 240 of you and counting. I love you.